And this is Dare to Be Great.
For what's it called, prosperity purposes, y'all really gotta understand what it took to get up to this point, right?
It really has, busy schedules, time management skills.
Tree jobs.
Enough jobs. I have too much jobs.
I don't know about that, but I've been living, okay?
Blessings.
I just want to thank all of you, both of you, for being here, taking this journey. We don't know where we going, but let's go. And for you guys to hop on board and see the vision that's possible for all of us here.
It's dope.
Facts.
Let's get it.
It's dope.
We're all trying to figure this out. How can we live and do what we want when we want with the people we want without worrying about how the checks is coming in, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's just the beginning. We having conversations. We about to sip some wine in a few.
Yeah.
Let's see what's good.
Yeah, what you guys say, Candace the Grandest?
Hey y'all, welcome to episode 1 with Dare to Be Great. I'm Candace the Grandest. Instagram handle Candace_the_grandest.
I go by the name Carl Messias. That's what my parents gave me. On IG, you can find me, Smash Waters. And across the table we have...
Hey, yo, it's your boy Dem Rocks. I'm here. We here. It's Dare to Be Great.
100%. Entrepreneurship is challenges, especially when you work in a 9-to-5. I don't know how many people are out there that actually work a 9-to-5 and have a side hustle or even have a legitimate job. You're a little bit different though. You have a lot of jobs.
That's true. That's true.
If you had a resume, nah, for real, you
10 pages long.
Yeah. But it's dope. I definitely appreciate the hustle. You definitely get your hustle on. What y'all think? Is it easy having, being an entrepreneur and having a 9-to-5?
It depends on your level of passion. For me, the 9-to-5 is great. It's my comfort, it's my stability. But when I'm immersed in something that I enjoy doing, I don't look at it as a job. It's great if I'm making some type of profit from it, but if I enjoy it and I love what I do, to me, it's the best of both worlds.
Word. Entrepreneurship versus a 9-to-5. Can you be an entrepreneur if you have a 9-to-5? I believe yes, because sometimes you need that capital to invest in yourself to take the entrepreneur to that level. Startup capital is very important, and sometimes we don't have the investments. Sometimes we don't have the family member structures. No loans from the mommy and daddy. But if you can invest in yourself from working a job, picking up that paycheck and then investing it back into you and turning a profit, that's what it's all about. I'm just trying to figure out, why is it so hard to transition from being a 9-to-5 person and going into the entrepreneur lifestyle and completely separating yourself from the 9-to-5 lifestyle. I think it's a mindset thing, what I'm saying?
I think we should be hybrids. I think you should have a 9-to-5 and have your side hustle, especially now, it's a necessity, right?
Right.
That's why we have a gig economy and people are doing Uber Eats and Uber and all that other stuff.
Sure.
But like you said, you do need a startup capital. So I definitely believe if you can work your 9-to-5 as long as you can, work until you get a pension. Me personally, work until you get a pension, because nothing's better than consistent checks.
Right.
Because this entrepreneurship, it's real. You know what I'm saying? No, for real. It'll test you. It'll make you think you're going crazy.
Yeah.
And everybody looks at you crazy, yo, what are you doing?
Word.
And then there's things that you don't even know, you don't consider, health insurance. You know what I'm saying? You get that not for free, but you get it from your employer.
Right.
But when you get out here on the streets, you paying out of pocket for that.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? So it's a little bit different. But I definitely think everybody, if you can, definitely have a 9-to-5 and work your side hustle until your side hustle pays, pays the same bills that 9-to-5 pays, including health insurance and all that other stuff.
That's great topics. I feel in the future we should definitely tap on some things, on some strategies and some products to show the audience how they can separate themselves from their 9-to-5s, and we'll go on that journey together.
Yeah,
That's
that'd be
what
dope.
Dare to Be Great is about.
Yeah, that'd be dope. Definitely breaking out the box and chasing your dreams. And I think we should all want to chase our dreams instead of being confined into whether it's a cubicle or whatever job you have.
You know what I'm saying? The grind is real.
100%.
I want to commend Candace out here, doing more than most.
Thank you.
Wearing many hats.
For real.
She's actually the one who suggested this company that we're going to be talking about today.
Right.
And, speaking of entrepreneurs, Candace, you want to
Put us on.
So before we get into that, I did kind of want to touch on some things.
Yeah.
I think we all learned or had an enlightened moment during the pandemic that a lot of people got laid off, a lot of people lost their jobs, a lot of people lost their security in their 9-to-5. They weren't expecting it. It kind of blindsided a lot of us. So then we had to tap into our creative resources. We had to think outside the box to then generate, revenue, income. You can't put all your eggs in one basket is the lesson that I learned last year. What can you lose? What do you have to lose? So that's what basically did it for me. Confidence will come, resources will come, connections will come. You just have to network, do your research, read a lot, and just go for it. Whatever you're the most passionate about is the thing that you're going to be the most successful in.
That's true.
And that's always been my motto in life.
Find your passion,
Yeah, let me say this though. You could read every book in the library, but it don't mean if you don't execute. You know what I'm saying? Action's the biggest thing. And then we get hung up on, it has to be this way, it has to be perfect. No, you just have to progress. That's it. You just have to get started. Playing your heart out. That don't mean that's the way it's gonna go. You know what I mean? We always see, you've seen those memes where it's you're playing and God's playing. You know what I'm saying? So it's but you gotta get started, 100%.
I mean, look at us. Nothing is perfect here, but we're started. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You just gotta pull the Band-Aid off and just go for it.
So we're starting. This is it, episode 1. Dare to Be Great.
Episode 1. Perfectionism, when you're starting off, forget about it.
Yeah.
Because things are not always going to be perfect. You may not have the best. You may not have the budget for it. A quote somewhere, one of you may have posted it, but I saw something that said, everybody wants to be
The boss.
Diddy, but nobody wants to be Puff.
100%.
And I had to go through that process being a perfectionist. Everything had to be right. I went out and spent so much money on fancy cameras and equipment just to end up doing everything on my phone. So again, just build your confidence, do your research, and in time, as you continue to generate more profits, more income, then you can worry about all that other stuff later. But you just have to have faith in yourself and just dive in.
Absolutely. Just get started, as you said. You know what I'm saying? Because perfectionism is an illusion. Having all the right pieces to end up just using your phone. Sometimes we overthink it. You think it's all of this when it's just that. And that is get started. Start with what you have, with where you are, and you'll get everything else will fall into place.
I see it like how you're getting dressed and you're dope. You know what I'm saying? Hey, in your heart, my outfit is this right?
Every day.
But and then when you walk out in the street, people are like, yo, that really looks nice. You know what I'm saying? That's your confirmation, you need to approach everything like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're not wrong. God gave you that thought for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, put on your best your best outfit and get busy. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And who cares who doesn't like it? Because trust me, people that like it love it. You know what I mean? So don't worry about that.
I think that's important. Who cares who doesn't love it? You know what I'm saying?
Because you're not gonna appeal to everybody.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody got their own crowd.
Word. If you're looking for me, I'm looking for you. If you're not looking for me, I'm not looking for you.
There's the truth though. It's cool. It's all right. I don't y'all weirdos part my language, but it's all right. You know what I mean? Y'all get it. Y'all leave me by me. I'll leave y'all by you. It's all right.
Do you guys want to also because I spoke about me, but touch on your entrepreneurship, your experiences, how you got to where you are now?
What industry are you in?
What industry am I in? So I do real estate and I do taxes, right?
Okay.
So I started off with real estate, it was crazy because I wanted to be a mortgage broker. And the mortgage broker test, like for me, I'm not like a test taker. So the mortgage broker test was like crazy hard. So, but the thing is, if you take it 3 times, after the 3rd time, you have to wait 6 months. I took the test, I failed it 3 times, and I had to wait 6 months. So instead of going like go cold turkey, or instead of trying to like keep studying the same thing over and over again, which was driving me crazy because I failed the test by like 1 point. You know what I mean? So it's not like I didn't know it. I just messed up on a question. But I ended up studying to be a realtor. So I was like, let me just the same thing. Let me just go ahead and see what they're talking about. So I passed the real estate test. A month after I passed the real estate test, I took the mortgage test again, and I passed it. So now I was like, yo, boom. I told y'all, like, you know what I'm saying? Right? Everybody's looking at you crazy. Oh, you failed it, like, matter of fact. And this is a true story. My girlfriend at the time was looking at me crazy, like, yo, like, what are you doing with all your free time? How you gonna fail the test 3 times in a row, blah, blah. And I was like, damn, like, you know what? She got a point. Like, I'm not really studying, like, but I was, you know what I mean? Like, I was like busting my ass. We ended up breaking up, and the day after we broke up, I took the mortgage test and I passed it. So you know, as I started doing mortgages, I noticed that our people don't really have like their financials together. I started learning how to do taxes, which I came to find out like that's my boo. Like I love doing taxes, which is weird, right? I ended up falling in love with it, so I do taxes and mortgages, and that's what I do. You know,
it's amazing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's a journey,
you seem
bro.
like you know a lot of financial structures.
The more and more you learn and you start to be around other people and just like listen and engage in conversation, like it's true what they say, like steel sharpens steel. Like if you want to be in a certain area or you want to be in a certain, I don't want to say demographic, but at a certain level in your life, like you really got to surround yourself around those type of people. And if people around you aren't like moving the way you want to move, of course, then you gotta like separate yourself from them, because not everybody's gonna be on your team. Some people gonna be in the bleachers, you know what I'm saying? And that's cool, because they're gonna root you on, and you're gonna keep doing what you gotta do. You know what I mean?
Every day.
And sometimes it takes a while to figure it out too. Like I started out doing art, didn't know what I was gonna do with that. I heard my family saying, oh, so you're just gonna be one of those people out on the street in Manhattan selling artwork? Like, what is your plan? So then I jumped into fashion, loved the fashion, but hated sewing. And that turned into, you know, decorating and doing events, but that takes a lot of wear and tear on your body. So you can't quit, you just have to keep going until you figure it out.
Just to add on to that, like people tend to think because you start and stop something, like that's a bad thing. No, like I want you to start and stop it, because that's the only way you're gonna find out what you like and what you don't like. Like you gotta go through it. Like figuring out your passion is just like dating. You know what I'm saying? Like dating with a purpose, let me say that. Because you're gonna mess with a lot of frogs or whatever.
Not frogs.
I mean, nah, they're gonna deal with your fair share of people. Let me say that, because you know you're gonna deal with your fair share of people, but you have to go through those experiences because you find out what you like and don't like.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's a process of elimination. We tend to think like, yo, he's doing this or she's doing that, and she's doing that, and she's doing that. Yes. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Like, don't ever think because
you unlimited.
Yeah, like
don't limit yourself.
Like you don't know what your potential is. You know what I'm saying? There's no expiration date on your potential. You live off of other people's opinions of us.
Right.
Like, that's whack. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like you knew that outfit was hot when you put it on. You know what I'm saying? Like that's you. That's it.
I just live in gratitude. I'm gonna sound a little weird to some people out there, but the vibration, if you're picking it up, you'll resonate with it. You know what I'm saying? But about me, you know, like I'm a serial entrepreneur. I've tried a lot of different endeavors: food truck, network marketing, real estate, you know, construction, many different capacities of income. You know, they said you may not be able to do all you find out, but you should find out all you can do. Yeah. And hey, we potting right now.
100%.
With me, my journey and my claim to fame is my weight loss journey. You know what I'm saying? Like I lost 150 pounds. And that was one of my biggest feats in life, something I could be really proud of. I'm actually writing a book right now called Greater Than 7, which is a book that shows people how to live an alkaline-based lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? In the nightlife industry currently, you know, working hands-on with some of the biggest brands in Miami. And I just love to network and be social. I used to throw events back in the days. As I said, I'm a hustler. You know, I got the street mentality as well. I'm not a typical, business structure type of person, but I make money and
You make it work.
I make it work.
Hey, as long as you're
And
not starting,
my
man.
goal and what I came to learn from this group is financial freedom. I feel
Yeah.
like us together, we can learn together how to create passive income.
Right.
100%.
Where
So, let me ask you, like, have you ever noticed, like, in your journey, right, the different things that you do, that something that you may be doing now, you probably learned it from one of those odd jobs from the past.
Oh yeah.
But that odd job in the past, you hated that. You hated it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But you had to do it to prepare you for where you're at right now.
Oh yeah.
Like that to me is like so crazy.
Right.
And I notice it like on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? Like I was talking to my sister today, and my sister does wall designs.
Okay.
Long Island backdrops. Yes! Right? She was actually playing at my little sister's bachelorette party, and she was looking for a venue. One of the venues that we did the wall job for, this, that, and the third, and we got a really good price, this, that, and the other. And I was like, yo, like, if you was never doing a wall job, you would have never knew about that place.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy to me. You know what I
Never
mean?
know where one.
Yeah, like you don't know what that door opens at that time, but then when you look back, you're like, oh, like, yeah, that's all right. You know what I mean? So you have to go through that process. 100%, you have to. Like, as much as it sucks, you have to. Like, yeah, I was a bill collector. I hated that job.
What?
I promise you,
So
I
you know
hated
you're one of those people.
Yo,
Let me get
like,
that bread.
knowing I had like 10,000 in debt, you know what I'm saying? Talking to them disgusting. Yo, you're not gonna pay it? Yo, you're 87. Don't you wanna do something before you die? Like being disrespectful, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but doing that made me appreciate coming to Miami and
Right.
you know what I'm saying, and working in other places. I was like, yo, I'll never do that again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No, 100%, never, ever.
Nah.
Shout out to the bill collectors, but I'd never do it. I would never do it. I don't know how y'all do it.
Trust.
You appreciate it more after you have gone through it.
I mean, if you look at the greats, Walt Disney and a few others, like look where they started, cleaning the bathrooms, mopping the floors, you know, making fries.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie to you. Is there a job that you wouldn't do?
I wouldn't clean windows. I'm
Really?
not getting on those things and cleaning those windows. No.
Because of the skyscrapers? Or,
Yeah.
Okay. Because I mean, what if you had to like clean like fast food restaurant windows?
That's fine.
Really?
As long as I'm on the ground. But if I have to get in a lift, no, not doing it.
What about you?
Or working at a zoo.
Yeah, man.
For me, I couldn't be a bathroom attendant only because
They get tips though.
they get big tips.
Yeah, but the people
Don't
mad
sleep.
disrespectful though. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know what happens in the men's bathroom, but in the women's bathroom, it's you know.
it's nice
Really?
and pleasant.
Yeah,
So I'm
it's
sure
not.
if I could work in a female's bathroom, that would be nice. Like I'm talking about
Yeah,
the men's
right.
bathroom.
That would
There's
never
a lot
happen.
of jerks out here.
You never
a
know.
lot.
A lot of
man.
jerks.
Like,
I've done the fast food. I've been a janitor. I've been a.
I did fast
manager.
food for like 15 minutes.
Mm.
Straight up. 15
Full
minutes.
15 or something?
Yeah. It was like, yo, they brought me in. It was 10 minutes of watching the employee video. I had another 3 minutes messing with like packing cinnamon twists. I'll never forget it. I was packing cinnamon twists. And then Buddy called me to the front. He gave me the hat to put on, right? And as I put the hat on, a girl walked in the door and was like, and I was like, oh, I don't know about this, right? Like already, that was like a red flag. That was 2 strikes already, right? And then he gave me like the broom and the dustpan
Yeah.
and told me to sweep outside. I was like,
Wow.
wow. I was like, sweep outside. I was like, there's dirt outside. You know?
Word.
Like that's
Why would you
supposed to
sweep
be
the
there.
dirt?
You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, yo, just go sweep outside. I was like, all right. So I took the broom and the dustpan, walked to the dumpster, chucked it, hopped in the car, and went home. I was like, never again. Hey, no, I promise you, like never again. That was the last time I worked at a fast food restaurant.
Hey man, like, but that was brave. Like, if
Yeah.
you think about that, you know what I'm saying? Like, what does it take for someone to make a decision to say, I'm
Yeah.
never gonna do this again?
Oh no,
And it
it's,
changed
trust
the
me.
projection of your life.
Trust me.
I know what mine was. I was working at Rainbow, and you know, I was like the people pleaser, the overachiever, and my manager saw that and took full advantage. Like, she had all the other girls at the register socializing. I was the only one on the floor having to do putbacks. Shout out to anybody that works in retail and knows what I'm talking about.
Putbacks is tough.
Hours on your feet, you barely get a 10-minute break. You gotta be refolding stuff. You can like literally see a crowd of people walk in and just go through all the stuff that you just neatly folded. You was one of those people?
I'm notorious.
Yeah,
everybody that works retail knows how to fold a shirt. Like whatever that
folder.
Whatever that thing is, how they fold it at the store, that origami joint. Like, everybody I know still fold their clothes like that.
I ended up walking out on the job because like she was doing the most, and that's not even my personality. Like I'll be at a job for years just going through it, but that day, I was just at my wit's end, asking me to do too much. I didn't even get to take my lunch break. And I was like, you know what? Forget this. And I got my check and I walked out. And I was like, never again.
Yeah, but besides that, have you ever quit a job? Like,
that was the only job I quit. Everything else, like I just moved and transitioned.
Really?
Wow.
You?
Nah. You know, honestly, I've never quit a job. I've got fired so many times. I must have had like 30 jobs in my life. Like, maybe 100 now, like dead ass. Like I worked like 5 and 10 jobs at the same time, Jamaican status. But for real, like I was a janitor. As I said, let me go back to that. Ain't nothing wrong with being a bathroom attendant.
Right,
I was
nothing
a
wrong.
janitor at one point. Like I'll clean some doo-doo up. But my point is this. It's just that people, how they talk to you and treat you when they see you in a certain position.
Yeah.
And that's the mentality that I'm like, not a quitter, but it's you're not a quitter either.
Yeah.
You just know your worth.
Yeah. I'll be chucking the deuces.
You know your worth.
Of course.
I'll chuck the deuces and all.
Know your worth, people. Know your worth.